All right. Hello. How's everyone doing today? Looks like we have three people watching, which I know one is Ari, but I appreciate it. Hopefully you can hear me all right. I've been trying to fix the audio issues. I've had a couple in some of the past videos, but hopefully they're doing okay. Although nobody replying is making me worried that you can't hear me. Hopefully you can. It says I'm getting audio. I'm good? Okay. Thank you. All right. So the plans for today is to do a Magic Draft. I haven't seen what's live right now. We will probably do one of the premier drafts. So I guess either Guilds of Ravnica or Zendikar Rising. Um, does anyone in the chat have a preference? I don't know if anyone in the chat plays Magic, has seen it. I actually was not playing when Guilds of Ravnica went out. I was still in the middle of figuring out work and had just graduated college and didn't get to play Guilds of Ravnica. I started back at the next set, so I have played very little of that, and then I have played some of Zendikar Rising, but not a whole lot. So um, it looks like this one's going away in 38 hours, but I don't think that'll be a problem. So I'll give a moment to see if anyone has a preference real quick on which one I do. We could also, well, I guess this is also Zendikar Rising. We could do the quick draft too, but that's the one with bots. I prefer to draft at least a semi-real version of Magic with Guilds Ravnica or Zendikar Rising. And then the traditional is all right, but it takes so long on Arena to do the matches because it's all best of three matches, and people tend to take a long time to play on here sometimes. So I usually prefer the premier ones, which are just best of one, but you do draft with real people at least. All right. Well, if nobody has a preference, I think I am feeling Zendikar Rising. It's a more recent set than the other one. Um, I am excited. I've seen a few leaks of, or I guess they're spoilers, not leaks, of the new set Kaldheim that's coming out. Looks pretty cool. All right. So yeah, I guess we'll just use gems for this one. All right. Now we just gotta wait into a lobby. So I don't know if Talia, if you're one of the people watching right now, but I saw that you mentioned that you might watch it. If you're on, how are you doing? Okay, maybe you're not on. Oh, now we're back down to one viewer. I don't know what happened. Well, thank you for being here while you were, but don't know who was on. People who didn't want to talk to me, I guess. All right, ready up. I have not drafted this set in a long time, so we will see how it goes. All right. Ooh, Amiria's Call seems pretty good. Yeah, I like that. Like, even if we don't end up casting it, it's just the dual-sided cards are pretty good and limited. It means that you can cut down the lands that you have, which is pretty good. And if you do get to cast this, it's pretty insane. 7 mana is not unreasonable in limited, so. Liking the start so far. And worst case, if I ever want to build a deck, it can go on a lot of things. All right. Warriors, clerics. That card's not bad. I do like going like a little bit of mill. Not in all decks, but in some of them. I mean, just a 2-drop that puts counters on things is not bad either. Kind of want to stay open. I mean, a 3-mana 3/2 is not bad, and if we do end up picking up some warriors, which there's some here, we can even dip into red for some warriors and stuff. It could be all right. So I think I'm gonna just pick another white card and stay open for the time being. See what comes around. That's not that great. This is good if you go hard on clerics. It's okay if you don't have clerics, which you could pick up a cleric as well. Just a little bit of life gain. That's just a draw spell, little tempo spell. Target creature that blocked this turn, but you can still do this before damage is dealt. I do like picking up removal. Obviously, limited removal is fantastic. And it doesn't. I'm not seeing like. I mean, a removal spell is not really a sign of anything open, but I think we're just gonna start with that and see what happens. Well, we're definitely just gonna take Nahiri's Binding here. Like I said before, removal's great, and this can hit. There's unlikely people are gonna have planeswalkers, but just in case they do have planeswalkers, this will be very good. And it's just, pacifism effects are very good and limited, so that will definitely be good. And we're definitely building a very white deck at the very least, so definitely not committed to red by any means. Alright, so this is actually pretty powerful. I've had it gain, even gaining like 4 life is pretty huge sometimes. This guy, it is a warrior, which goes with the tactician. This is just a 2/2 vigilance and lifelink if you have another cleric, which we don't have any other. We only have 1 creature. I might just go with the shepherd because that's just really good as well. Kind of are building like a little bit of angel flyer deck. Not the worst. Another one of the vials out. Interesting. So actually, oh no, Royal Eruption is just fantastic. And we're already have another red removal spell. We're just taking that. And this can go to the face too, so it can be a finisher, and later game it can kill something big, so it's perfect. Yeah, we definitely have a decent amount of removal, which is good. I always like to have a lot of removal in limited. Do need a lot more creatures and some more early game creatures at the very least. That's not bad. I mean, giving a creature indestructible for a turn is nothing bad. Searing Blade's okay. You need a lot more creatures to make it work good, and you're definitely going aggro if you play that. Which we are definitely not sitting in the aggro position here. It is a cleric, so it doesn't really help out the paired tactician at all. But I think we'd rather have it over a disenchant at this point. So yeah, we'll take that. Alright, so Cinderclasm. Oh, that's like a almost Pyroclasm effect. That's good if you're... I mean, that's okay. Each creature in your party. We do have clerics and warriors. It is a warrior, so that would help. It's between that and the 3/1. I think I'd rather have... I mean, which one would I rather have? Probably this one. 3/1 on its own is just okay. It's good filler. And same with this. This is just kind of good filler. But I'd kind of rather have the 2 toughness than the 1. Landfall deals a damage to an opponent. I mean, that's okay. This is also just okay. It is another warrior, which is okay. I think I'd rather have that than the 3/4. 4 mana 4/3 is fine, and late game 6 mana 4/3 with haste is also fine. But it does. I mean, it does go well with the paratactician. So getting more warriors will go well with that. Yeah, we're kind of clerics and warriors only at the moment, which is not terrible. I mean, we're lining up to pretty easily gain 4 life off of that, which is not bad. So we could take another warrior here, and he gives the whole team +1/+1, or another one of those guys. I'm thinking. I think we want this. 1-drop's not bad, and the ability to pump our whole team is pretty good. And I don't really want too many of these guys. And he is another warrior too for the paratactician, so that's good. Alright, well, unless we want to pick a random card, we'll probably just go with the Helion here. If we don't have anything better to play, it's not bad. 4 mana, 5 mana, 4/5 is fine, and then returning land and doing 2 damage is not terrible. Target just +1/+1 for 1. I mean, that's not bad either. I'm gonna put that in the sideboard for now, just because I don't know if we're actually gonna play that. It'll be a filler card. I mean, +1/+1 is not huge or anything. It's okay. And the fact that it auto equips the first time is good. I mean, I think all the equipment in this set auto equips the first time when you play them, which is great. But there's definitely some better equipment than those. That's for sure. But I mean, we have some early. We definitely need some more early creatures. I wouldn't mind a few more bits of removal as well. We got some good top end pieces. Like the Shepherd is good. The Helion is fine, and then Amira's Call is great. I mean, I'll take another warrior. That's not bad. I probably would have played that anyway, so that's a good one to get. Second to last pick. Where's that second to last pick? 13? Yeah, I think it was. I'm not sure. Wasn't paying attention to how many cards were in the pack. Yeah, now we get negate, which we will not play. All right, so oh yeah, this one is amazing. Yeah, especially in limited. If you can't deal with this early, it just gets way out of hand. Just every combat, you get a counter on a creature, and it doesn't even have to be this creature. So that's great. And I guess we're hoping the I don't know if we want 2 shepherds in our deck. Cleansing Wildfire can be okay. I guess we're hoping just one of the white creatures comes back for the next one, but that card is just insane. That card is also really good, but not in this deck. So we could take like Pressure Point, which is fine. This seems like the pick though. It also benefits off of having lots of warriors. It is a warrior, so that will be good with another card that will benefit having lots of warriors, which is great. So yeah, I think we just take that one. That'll be very good. If we have another warrior, it's a 4/3 for 3, which is great. It's the same as this, but 1 mana cheaper. So perfect. That's what we'd like to see. This is a good pickup though. Now we have 2 really good white rares. So this is seeming pretty good. And I like that this even triggers the turn you play it too, even if you can't attack, because you still go to combat, get a counter, and then pass on turn 2 if you just play it. So it's still really good. But like going on like this guy with Trample seems really good. Any of our flyers seems good. Or just itself and getting huge seems good as well. Not bad, not bad. Doing good so far. Are we going with anybody interesting today? Good luck, have fun, GG guy, I guess. Rogers. That's an interesting name too. Interesting. Both good cards in different decks. Not for us. I mean, we don't really have it. We have that one equipment on our sideboard, but just +2/+2 is pretty good. It might convince us to play another equipment or maybe some of these. There's been a lot going around. But 1 or 2 combat tricks, and because now we're starting to look more aggressive with just a nice top end. Um, and this is a warrior, but it's a 6-drop. I mean, you would play it if you got it. Like if it comes back around again and there's nothing else, I'll take it because at the very least it's a land. But yeah, a combat truck is great, and then bonus of auto equipping a warrior seems good too. So we could play the utility knife, but we'll see. Not sure if it's actually worth it or not. Yeah, I don't like that one. That's one of the double-sided ones I definitely don't like. That's pretty good too. That's just okay, but I mean, we're lining up to just have 2 people in our party, kind of. I don't think we have any other types at all. Yeah, we just have clerics and warriors the whole time. But even if you just have one, this still deals 2 to something, and if we have both, it deals 4, so it's pretty good. It's like good early game, really good if we have 2 in late game. So I think we definitely take that. Definitely like having more removal spells. Another benefit of warriors is not bad. This guy's okay. A lot of our stuff is actually base power bigger than 2 or can get it. So I'd kind of rather just get another person that benefits off of having lots of warriors. So this seems pretty good. And I do like this. This does give +2/+2 to any creature. It just also has the benefit that you can attach an equipment to a warrior, which is not always needed. Yeah, we're having a big hold up with month, day, year. Very interesting name. That seems okay. I actually don't think I've seen this card played. Giving your creatures haste is not bad. And just Defender Reach is also not bad. We're not really in for that. So would you rather have something that pumps our team every time we play a land? I guess we're not really in for having a ton. Maybe we'll grab this. I don't know if we'll play it or not, but we'll grab it. So that's mana fixing for a party member, which is not bad. So we have, although I think we just want to pick up a wizard here. So we either get one that makes both me and the opponent draw a card, but 3 mana 3/3 is not bad. Or we get this wizard, which gives us a red mana for each one. I don't know. I like drawing cards, so I think we're gonna go with that one. Another removal spell. Tormenting Voice is fine. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 2-drops. I think honestly, I just want another removal spell at the moment. Hopefully, we can pick up some more 2-drops later on. I don't know if we're gonna play the Rebel Fort. I don't know if that's what this deck wants. It could be really good in it though. Yeah, I don't really want to disenchant. This is good if you're playing best of 3 to sideboard in, but I don't know if you really want to play it main deck in best of 1. Doesn't seem that good. So we'll just play this. I also sideboard that. I don't know if we'll be playing it. We might. We do have one of these to benefit from it. Yeah, I don't want a second knife, and I might play a spare supplies. It's a fine card. I mean, 2 mana, draw a card, and then draw another card later. And like I said, I'll just take this guy. He is another warrior, so that's not bad. I will take the disenchant. I don't think I'll play it. But at the very least, he's a land, which is good. I don't think I'll play Pressure Point either. Not a fantastic card. It does replace itself, but it's not really worth it. You'd just rather have better cards in the first place than just a tapper. So we got something that benefits kicked spells. Do we have... We have 1... 2? We have 2 kicked spells? Yeah, that's... Doesn't seem like what we want. And you only remove a counter and you just add 2 mana, so it's just fine for it. And you can only spend the colored mana on kicked spells, so that doesn't seem great. This is a very good card if you end up in those colors. It just gets way out of hand if they can't deal with it. I don't think we want another 5-drop removal spell. I don't think we want Tormenting Voice, and I don't think we want another 4-drop. Oh. I guess we took it. I didn't see the timer. All right. Well, I guess we took it. That's all right. There wasn't anything amazing for us in that pack anyway. Maybe we hope the Shepherd comes back. Get a land back. I'm kind of leaning towards this. The Relic Axe does benefit warriors. That is something to consider. We do have a lot of warriors. I mean, I do like the removal spells. It's +2/+1 if it's a warrior. We do have a decent amount of warriors. We don't have an insane amount. But I just think we need the removal spell. Removal is huge in this. Protection seems good. This also gives protection, or not instant speed though. Another Resolute Strike is good. So yeah, it's definitely, I think it's between... I think I want the Shelter, because it is also another land, which means one less land we have to play, which is great, so we can go really short on lands for this deck. And we just hope like Resolute Strike or the Protector comes back. We will be cutting some cards, probably. So we could take a second Smite the Monstrous. I don't know if we need one. We have a decent amount of creatures. We could just get another champion as a 4/3 again. This card's fine. Definitely don't want to pick it over like champion or smite. Because I think we lose to like big creature decks. But I think another creature's good. Ooh. That's a very good equipment, but I don't have enough to make it work. So we have another choice as a smite, but I think Fissure Wizard is where we go. We get if we have too many lands or something, we can pitch and draw again. But also it's a wizard, which helps balance the party a little bit. I know we do have a very strong warrior theme, but there is other things that are nice too. And it'll be nice to have another 2-drop. Spikefield's fine. This just gives flying, which is just fine, I guess. Honestly, even if we take Spikefield, I don't think we're going to play it. And I don't think we care to just have an equipment for flying. I don't think this is the deck for that. I guess we'll take another Scorch Rider, but put it in the sideboard. I don't think we're playing it. We might play that Searing Barrage, though. Or Sizzling Barrage. Yeah, we'll take that. Because, yeah, it doesn't... They do have to block, but it kills them before damage happens. Wow. Honestly, I'm going to go with another Resolute Strike here. I don't think I want the equipment at this point. And I still don't think I want to play the other Blade or anything like that. I guess since we have an extra one of those, we'll take a Tormenting Voice, but I also don't think we're going to play that either. Yeah, we have a decent deck coming together, though. I don't think we're going to play the Rubble Fort either. I think we can cut that pretty easily. There's probably a few others we can cut, but... Ooh, the Relic Axe came back. Yeah, we're going to play the Relic Axe probably, and now we might play the other ones, because now we'll have 3 equipment. So none of the white creatures came back, but we're kind of full up on our deck anyway, so that's fine. We're not playing the Hound, but we're not playing that either, so it doesn't really matter. Maybe we play the Utility Knife. It makes the Resolute Strikes a little better, because it gives them instant speed +3/+3 basically with the knife. Yeah, we're not playing the Oxy. The Ox is fine, but we just don't need it. And another Disenchant that we won't be playing. Alright, so let's go back to this. So I don't think, because I don't think we want a Tormenting Voice. So I don't think we want anything in. But what do we want out? Because we are 6 cards over. We have 1, 2, 3 lands. We have a fairly low curve, so I think we can take 1, 2. Where do we want the third one? Probably a white source, so 3 lands out. It's running 14 now. I think that's fine. Hopefully. We could cut the Helion. We might not need it. It bounces a land. It doesn't add to the party at all. And a 4/5 is just fine, but I think we want to end the game a little sooner than that. So maybe we take the Helion out for now. Scorch Rider isn't insane. We could take one of the Sizzling Barrages out too. Maybe we don't need two of those. How many removal spells do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, I love having all the removal spells though. Really need to cut 2 more. Yeah, so we have Utility Knife, Scavenged Blade, and Relic Axe. The nice part about Utility Knife and Relic Axe with Resolute Strike is they'll give it instant speed +3/+3 to our creature, or at least +3 toughness. This will actually give +4/+3 with it, which is great. So that is very good. And then Tactics good, especially with stuff like Fissure Wizard and the Farsight Adept, so we can pretty easily have at least 2 creatures in our party, and we do have this as well, so we should at least have 2 creatures in our party by the time we want to use this, so this can deal 4 damage, which is great. And then the Shepherd, we should pretty consistently have 2, and then every now and then have 3. But I mean, even gaining 4 life is just really good. We still need to cut 2. Maybe we don't want the Banneret. I mean, 1 mana, 1, 2. He can pump our team, but I could see us getting into a standstill where we want to pump our team. And he is a warrior, so he will go really well with like the Relic Axe and the Resolute Strike. So we probably, and obviously the champions and the Paratacticians. So I guess no, we probably want to keep all the warriors we can in the deck. Yeah, so I think we take a Sizzling Barrage out then. Amateur is also a warrior, so is that. That's a cleric, but that's fine. Because also the the bug catcher cares about having party members as well, so it's good to have a little bit of variety. Could take the Rider out, but I feel like he's fine. I mean, I guess we could just take the Knife out. We don't need to have all the options. And Knife is just +1/+1. At least this is +2/+1. A little more aggressive. Because we don't need to have an equipment to make this good. This is already fine as a +2/+2. So I think we just try that out. See how it goes. Alright. We can always change it up between rounds if it seems like we either don't have enough lands or don't have enough of something. We did go short on lands on purpose because we have 3 double face cards that are also lands. Only one of them can be untapped though, but we have to pay 3 life for it. The Bolt land. But yeah, we have 3 lands plus the wizard to redraw a card. I think this is fine. Hopefully we should draw a creature. And us having less lands means that we shouldn't get flooded as often. Hopefully. And hopefully, I mean, getting to 5 might be a little hard. But drawing both strikes is actually really bad. I actually think I'm going to pitch one of the strikes. We want to hit more creatures, actually, is what we want. So it's kind of unfortunate that we haven't hit one yet. I guess, yeah, this is fine. Hold up one of these. We can attack for 4 this turn, which is nice. At least get a little damage in. But we definitely want to draw more creatures. Definitely have more in the deck than what we've seen, which is 1. This is also instant. So we can deal 2 damage to something if they play, but 3 mana kind of gets iffy on if it'll be a 2 toughness creature or not. Owl's getting impatient. I like the dark colored owl though. But they are just going to ramp some more. which is good for us. We can just sit here and attack them again for 4 more. They're getting swamped, so they were a little stuck on mana, which is a-okay with me. So now I have to decide. I think we play this and we put it, go to combat, we put the counter here, because now we already have value here, and they have to decide if they want to kill the 5/2, which is dealing a bunch of damage to them, or if they want to deal with the actual thing that's putting counters everywhere. Yeah, I like this a lot. That was a good draw, actually. Anytime when your opponent hasn't done much, Luminarch Aspirant is perfect. And now Practice Tactics will deal 4 damage to something, which is great. Which we have a lot more chance of killing something with 4 power, or 4 toughness, so. Little fire kitty over here. Diggy. Diggy, diggy hole. One thing is, I wish these maps are a lot more interactive like the Hearthstone boards are. So I just have to reveal one and discard it. I guess that's fine. I don't see him having direct damage, so maybe we keep the removal spells and get rid of... Yeah, we will reveal this and discard it. And now I still don't care to kill this at the moment. Not yet. Why didn't I get a chance? Did it just pass me through my turn? That's... so neither of these are warriors, unfortunately. But we'll give this to this guy. Oh, it has to be attacking or blocking. Okay. Reading the card explains the card. Alright, now we'll give the counter here. And we'll come in. Now they have a decision. I guess we could have made it over here, but now they have to double block to kill it. They can't just block with the skeleton. But if they block the skeleton over here, then it really makes this be a problem in the future. So they're in a little bit of a tough spot. They did decide to go that way. I still think we use this. Would have been better the other way, but still good this way. Now next turn we can give the counter again to this or this. If we draw a land, we can use this to get rid of whatever blocker they may play. But this is where the Luminarch Aspirant can get really out of hand. If they don't have an answer for it soon, it'll get pretty problematic pretty fast. Hello, whoever joined. I see we're up to 2 viewers. Thank you for stopping by. Lost Pit Skeleton, back on... Oh yeah, it goes on top. Okay, that's not too bad. Not too bad. Now I really hope we draw land for this. That would be really good. Land and what? Yeah, I think we just go for this, right? Because this is also lethal if they don't have anything. This will deal 2 to their face, and then we have lethal on board. They do make their creature indestructible. It doesn't have Death Touch or anything. So I guess we put the counter here and still attack with everything. Because they just chump block now and they still take 3. That's fine. I figured they probably had a trick, but it's still pretty decent. And I'm guessing since they haven't slammed it down, they don't have a solution to this card yet. And they have a 5/5 skeleton. Swarm Shambler. That is pretty good. So I don't have enough mana to play that actually. Interesting. So if I attack with just the wizard and put a counter on it, the only thing that could kill it is the skeleton still. I think I'm fine trading with the skeleton. So I'll put this over here and then go to combat. Yeah, we'll still trade with the skeleton, but it's fine. And then we'll put I guess we'll put this back. And I think we're one away from playing this, so I don't think we play it as a land yet. Yeah, I definitely should have waited and cast this at instant speed in response to them probably blocking something and then using this. But that's okay, because then this would be dead. Here he's binding. So we can sacrifice any other creature, so I guess we might as well put it on this thing. Yeah, we'll put it over here. You can still sack creatures to it right now, but that's it. This costs 3 to equip, so put a counter on itself. And do we... No, he can on board kill it. So let's not do it yet. Yeah, he can block and then activate and make it a 2/2 and obviously double block and then kill this thing. So it's not worth it yet. It is a good combo with skeleton. I didn't think about that because that only comes back if you put a +1 plus counter on a creature. It's really good actually. Might end up winning the game. Although now we can play this, which is great. Having a 4/5 trample is pretty good. Yeah, we just start beefing up the trampler. Won't attack, because now it's already big enough to at least block the skeleton. He's going to keep putting counters over there. You know, get 1/1s if we ever have to target these things. I mean, Amiria's Call would be pretty good, but we need another land. Honestly, what we need is the 5-drop Angel. Because I think that's going to be a big way we win, is just going over the top here. Although we can do a lot of damage with this, because it'd be 5, 6 plus this, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'd be attacking for 10. They would have to block with 2 of their creatures, probably this and this. Or that. Now all of his creatures have menace. Still not attacking. I don't think we play this yet, just to act like we have something. So we attack for 10. Needs to block with at least 6 toughness, so he could block with just these two. And still just take a little bit of damage. But then he wouldn't kill it, because I would be at... So 7, 8 toughness. To kill it, he would have to block with the skeleton. But he'll get it back next turn again. I guess we'll equip this here. And then... I guess we'll equip that there as well for now. We'll just keep making it bigger. We'd have to block with either this and this, or the other 3. So we could kill the other 3. Is it worth trading for 3 creatures? He would just get the skeleton back, though, is the problem. Man, that's such a tough call. He would get the skeleton back, but he would take nothing if they did that. I think we just keep waiting. We have several good draws that get us out of this right now, but yeah, and he is growing the Shambler pretty good. I mean, we both have +1/+1 counter generators. So now we want to draw a Mirri's Call really bad. That would be absolutely insane to draw right now. Because we can attack in with this for 11. He would have to chump block a bunch. It wouldn't die because he'd be indestructible. Or we have that 3-mana creature that gives a creature indestructible for the turn. That would be really good too. Because it would be the same thing. Either one of those options would be fantastic right now. Hey everyone in the chat, how's it going? See, we're up to 3 people. Feel free to say hi in the chat if you want. This is our first round in a draft of Zendikar Rising. So, this is game 1 of round 1. So, it is a good creature. Oh, there we go. And this probably just ends the game right here. I don't know what our opponent can really do. Because even if, like, I mean, they're going to lose a bunch of creatures on this attack. And then they're just going to lose to the Angels. So that was exactly what we wanted. So we're definitely just going to give it to that. And do we attack with this? We might as well attack with this too, right? No, I guess he has some free chumps on it. No, we'll just attack with that. Hey, how's it going? Did you get your homework done? Are you using this as a distraction method? Yes, yeah, that was a good draw on my part. I'm doing good. So you haven't played Magic at all? I think Ari was telling me that your boyfriend plays some Magic, I think. If I'm right. That's unimportant. Okay. I'm assuming that's referring to the homework comment. I won't tell you how to live your life. That's fine. I'm just happy to be at a point in my life where I don't have homework anymore, so. Wow, this is pretty good. So we have 11. I think we definitely want to kill just both of those. Yeah, that's pretty good. Because of Mirri's Call, our creatures are indestructible, so this didn't even die. Entertainment method? Okay. Well, if I can be entertaining, then fantastic. Oh, I was just asking you if you had played this at all before. You said you didn't don't know how to play, but I don't know if you've seen it played at all. Because I heard that your boyfriend plays a little bit of Magic. Yeah, there's not much they can do, and I'm still at 20 life, so I'm nowhere close to dying. And I have 2 angels that are coming in for lethal next turn. If they don't do anything. And I have another 11-9 coming in too, so. The guy is getting pretty big, but doesn't really matter. Oh, can play additional land this turn. Okay. Which would make this even bigger. But still not really worried about it. They're about to run out of time. They don't have any timers left, or timeouts. This card is insane, but I think they just drew it a little too late. And my creatures are indestructible till my next turn, so that didn't even kill it. So I'll say sorry to my opponent. I think they thought they could kill it still, but my creatures are still indestructible this turn. Yep, they did gain a ton of life off of that, though, so they weren't necessarily... Actually, they might have been dead with the trample damage. So... Cool. Well, I think that worked out well. Got a little bit of stuff. I think we leveled up, which is nice, and we can keep playing. Well, hopefully your Wi-Fi can hold on a little bit. I'm sorry that you guys have such terrible Wi-Fi out there. I would probably be distraught if I had such terrible Wi-Fi. I did win, thank you. Yes, if you've never seen Magic before, at its base, it's a card game. Both players bring a deck to the table. Your goal is to try to kill the other player. You can do that in a couple ways. One, which we did, is the easiest, is to get their life total to 0. The other, more difficult way is to have them run out of cards. If you were to try to draw a card at the beginning of your turn and you don't have one, you lose the game. Which does happen in... This is limited, so we come with 40 card decks instead of 60 card decks that we drafted from. So we open up booster packs, pick cards one at a time, and then keep playing that way. And so that's how I built this deck, is just opening packs, picking cards, and one at a time. And then you bring the decks to the table and play, and there's creatures that can attack each other. I'm not the best at explaining it, and Ari will definitely agree with me there. But I think we just want to get this going, especially because this is a warrior, and his just a 1/1. Yeah, so you start with 20 life, and you can play 1 land on each of your turns, and you have to use them to play your spells. The cost of the spells are up here at the top right. I think could just play another equipment. I think this game we want to play this though. Pay 3 life and get this into play. And yeah, so our main goal is to get their life to 0. So I'm playing white, which is plains, and red, which is mountains. They're playing mountains also at swamp. There's 5 different colors. We will not block that. That's pretty good. I guess we'll play this too. Yeah, that's why I liked having the tapped or the flip lands. We had all 3 of them this game actually. They are both spells and lands, which is good. It's a new thing to this set that came out, but the set has been out for a couple months. So do we want to protect our creature, or I think we want to protect our creature. It's kind of the only thing we got going for us at this moment. Protector's decent, but I still rather keep this up at the moment and get another thing down to make this guy even bigger. So now he's attacking for 5, which is great. Now we still have protection up for him, which is fantastic. Yeah, so this card gives protection, which basically means it can't be targeted by a card of a certain color that we designate. So if he has another removal spell like this that deals damage to a creature or something, we can make our creature have protection from the color of that spell, and it won't take any damage. Lithoforming. Draw card. You may play X additional lands. Interesting. I've seen that card before. He'll sacrifice 2 lands, draw a card. Oh no, for each land. So draw 2 cards, and then can play 2 more lands this turn. It's pretty interesting. Probably trying to find like another Royal Eruption or something. Or do they enter tapped? Oh, they enter tapped, so their turn's done this turn. Okay. Are they gonna attack though? If I draw a land, I just win. An untapped land. Yeah, don't I just win? Yeah, because I just do that, and then I hit for 6. I don't think they thought that one through. Yeah, so I've played this game mostly in person, in paper, but obviously can't do that as often due to the pandemic right now. So this is one of their... They actually have 2 online systems for playing. This one is basically free to play. You can pay for stuff, but I mostly choose not to. And then the other one is called Magic Online, which is more like a real trading card game where like you can't trade at all in this one actually. But that one you can trade with people, and the cards actually have like somewhat of a real value on there, but you basically have to pay for everything and pay for real money into entry fees for tournaments and things. Which I prefer not to do. This one I just had to pay like these coins and gems, which I've earned just through playing and doing daily quests that I have and things. So I have not really spent any money in this game, so which I prefer to do for this. If I'm going to spend money on this game, it's going to be on paper products in real life. So at least that's how I feel about it. It's still fun to play online, especially when I don't have many other options right now, but that is still how I prefer to use my money. Which I am excited. There's a new set coming out, and it's all Viking themed, which is awesome. So I'm very excited about that. Interesting. Well, no creatures and only red lands, so I think we mulligan this hand. Ooh. I mean, I guess that is a turn 2 aspirant, which is pretty good. I guess we keep that. What do we put back? Maybe the equipment? Probably the equipment. We hope that we draw red land soon. I guess we'll play a 1-drop. We will pay 3 life if we have to, but it'd be nice to just draw a red land. That's what we're hoping for. Yeah, I've heard of a decent amount of tournaments up there. This is definitely my favorite way to play is draft. It requires you to bring you don't have to build a deck and then bring it there, and it's a lot more, in my opinion, it's a lot more skill based than luck based or money based. Because when you bring your own cards, you can buy all the ones you want, and then you can bring them there, and you'll usually just bring the best deck and to a tournament and play it. Whereas drafting, you don't come with a deck, you just draft your deck there and build it there. Yeah, see, I told you that she wouldn't think I was a very good teacher. We tried to teach her once, and it did not go well.
I'm literally listening to you.
Yeah. No, I was talking about you, though. We each get a draw card. I like that. get me to my next land drops. I think... Yeah, we just play this and we'll pass. Yeah, we knew there was a chance that they would kill this. It's kind of unfortunate they had a -1 spell so quickly. I like this guy. So this guy gets bigger if I have another warrior in play. So he benefits off of our creature types, which this guy is a warrior, which is great. And we have another one even, which is fantastic. So then they are 4/3s instead of the original 2/3s that they would be. Okay, more cards. I like cards. Oh, and Resolute Strike is good because all these guys are fantastic. I think we will not block that. Tactician is good. Guess we could play a land and play Spellcraft this turn, but we'd only kill one of their creatures, and then they would most likely block our other one, which is not a big deal, I guess. We could just try to get him with the Resolute Strike. I think we play that, and then we go in and attack with everything, and then we hold up this Resolute Strike. Yeah, so now we killed their creature. Ours lives. We did trade the other one, but that's fine. Guess, am I going to get up to 7 lands? No, we're just going to play that tapped and have Synchronized Spellcraft, and we don't have to pay 3 life for it. Just call that good. Yeah, I would definitely recommend whenever Jaden teaches you that you do it in the right way, because I did not do it in the right way, that's for sure. So we could play Scorch Rider. It won't have haste this turn. But I think we just play the... Actually, no, these are just warriors, so it does 1. Then we can get in for 6 more. If we draw a land, we can kick this and give it haste. Which is probably what we're going to do. Play with kicker. That's... I mean, so now I attack. Both of these are lethal. They can't really block that one, so... Unless they have a trick, I guess, but... Still think it's worth getting in the extra damage. I think they're planning on using the ability, but it doesn't do much at this point. Oh, that's cool. I do have a group of 2 friends that play, so we every now and then go over and play a couple games. Yeah, so they lost. And so we played a couple in-person games, which is pretty fun, but hasn't been the same experience. Drafting is really better when you have like 5 to 8 people. So with 3 of us, it's just okay, but it's still pretty fun. And Magic Arena is definitely a decent place to get started to learn. This was definitely not around when I tried to teach Ari to play. It does have a lot of like intro things to teach you how to play and everything. Like when this came out, it brought a lot of new people to playing Magic because it was so easy to use. And it taught you basically everything you needed to know. So if you, and it's like I said, it's free to play unless you want to pay for like packs or cards or things. But in my opinion, it's not usually worth it unless you're going to be playing an absolute ton. So this is definitely a good way to start if you ever have a computer decent enough to play it. Yeah, if you play 8 people at once, it's definitely chaotic. I've done that with like commander games before. It gets chaotic and it takes forever. But yeah, with drafting, you like draft with 8, and then you just play a bunch of one-on-one games after that. So again, we have no creatures. Which I don't think we want. We have a ton of removal. Well, 2 removal spell. Oh, 3, I guess. But no red mana or creatures. So I don't think we want to keep this either. We do go second. We just don't do anything unless we draw creatures. So I don't think it's worth keeping. So now we have 2. Yeah, this is good. Keep this. Wow, what do we want to put back? And that is a land. Maybe we put the strike back. I think we'll start with this. Hello. Hello, Willy. Willy G36. Hack Beast. Hack Beast is pretty decent. What are the chances we get up to 6? I mean, I want to get up to 6 with this, but I don't think I'm getting up to 6 without playing one of these. I think I'll play this turn. And I will offer the trade if they want to trade their Pack Beast. I will not be entirely offended by that. This is good. So there's a mechanic in this that kind of D&D-esque where you have to have a party for some things. And if you have a full party or certain party members, you get different benefits. So this counts as a cleric, rogue, warrior, and wizard for your party. Those are the 4 members, so it could be any one of them, which is kind of cool. And it's good with stuff like this. So this, if you sacrifice a cleric, then you could lose, or your opponent loses a life, you gain a life in addition to drawing a card. So it's good. It's good for things like that as well. So now we got another one. I think we just keep this one, at least for now. And I guess we offer the trade again. So he'll drain me for 1 here. I guess that's whenever a creature a cleric dies, which is fine with me. We still aren't drawing creatures, but we have a bunch of removal, and we are building towards playing Emiria's Call again, which is really good. Another cleric. So it looks like they built a cleric deck, which black-white is the cleric colors. I don't think we're going to be playing this, so I think we just play that tapped. Do we want to play this? I think... Man. They can sacrifice it to draw a card, I guess. Am I worried about that? Not really. Yeah, so it's just gonna draw a card and drain me again. Which is not great, but it's fine. Keeping them off things. Another Pack Beast, which is another cleric for this. So, pretend clerics are still clerics. And that's not worth playing this on, so I will just pass. We're still not drawing what we need. I guess if we draw 1 more land, we have enough for this, which this will be good, but... I don't know. I'm worried about what will happen if we don't do anything until this. I guess we would have gotten maybe to 6 with that, but that is pretty good. We can deal 4 damage to the bat. I'd rather do that. This can hit basically anything, and they obviously will just sacrifice it to the vial anyway, but using a more expensive spell now seems better, even though we don't get the secondary benefit. So this is one of the party things, so you deal X damage, where X is the number of creatures in your party. So I don't have any creatures in play that are part of my party, so it did 0 damage to them. Oh, and this is one too, I guess. This deals twice the number of creatures in my party. Deals damage to a creature equal to that. which is also none, which is why this will deal 0 damage. Not bad. Refilling again. Drawn a few cards this game already. Another cleric. But that was good. So now we're up to 7, and we can play a Miri's Call. Get 2 4/4s, which is fantastic. They are Angel Warriors, so this does count for this. Oh, that's good. So they lose life equal to the converted mana cost, and tokens don't have a converted mana cost, so they lose 0 life. And then they had Deadly Alliance. So destroy target creature, cost less for each creature in your party. Wow, so they just had 2 removal spells right away. And we just keep drawing lands? Wow, this is not great. I guess we'll put that there. We'll sacrifice it anyway. But it's fine. Save us some damage. Wow, that was... They were just holding on to 2 removal spells. And they are playing black-white, which is very removal heavy. If only creatures down counted towards this, that would be great. Alright. They have something. Give it self-indestructible for the turn. So they can't kill it this turn. I mean, they could have in response to that ability. We can use this now, if we wanted to kill a pack beast with it. Which is not incredible. I'd rather kill that, but I don't know if I'll have the opportunity. I didn't want to attack in. Interesting. Alright. This will be good. We gotta at least get rid of the bat. I don't want to get rid of this. I don't really want to attack either, actually. Yeah, unfortunate thing about this is they just have to control a cleric to have that drain ability. And this is a cleric, so that is unfortunate. I think we'll try to kill this first. They'll deal 4 damage to it, which is great. I probably will sacrifice in response, I would imagine. Unless I have something better. They have indestructible or something. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'm just going to call a good game on that one. Because now, even if we block here, this will die, which will trigger this, and we'll still die. So that was a pretty good spell to have. So we'll lose this one. That's alright. Alright, in this tournament we can lose 3 times before we're out, so got 2 more losses in us. Wow, can't speak. Yeah, both color lands. We do have an extra land in this spell, which is nice. But the wizard will also let us discard and draw another card, so this seems great. Do we want to just start with this? Guarantee us a land. Or a 3rd land, yeah. I'm just going to play it. We have this, which is fine. I guess we would have hit it anyway, but that's alright. What we could do now is we don't need the land at the moment. We could discard the land and draw another one. So let's do that. That's fine. Ooh. Yeah, I probably want the champion now. So we'll go to combat first. Yeah, so they did have something. Will they block? Yeah, now I'm glad we went to combat first, because now we can do this and kill that. Because Soaring Thought Thief, so that whole running out of cards things, this does ability that mills, which means I put, so this in this case it's 2 cards, the top 2 cards of my library into my graveyard. So this helps just eat away my cards, and it also gets bigger and stuff, so definitely glad we did it that way. And now we get this post-combat, which seems awkward, but we're going to have a different play if they didn't do that, so definitely glad we attacked first. They have another thing? Yeah, we'll go to combat first again. They do have another one. This one also mills me. So top 2 cards are gone, and they block. Which I think is fine. We'll just play this. We didn't hit another land, so maybe it was a mistake to discard that land, but we should draw another one eventually. Three, 2. So we didn't draw another land, but we have this at least. Give it indestructible. Alright, now we just need lands. Yeah, I guess it was a mistake to get rid of that land early, but I thought I would draw another one. Interesting. So they get a 2/2 because they kicked it, and if they kick another spell, they'll get, or for every other spell they kick from now on, they'll get another 2/2. That's not bad. Well, this has to be tapped, which is unfortunate. And I guess we'll give this to this guy. We can attack with both, and they can trade here. I think that's fine. I wouldn't mind slowing down their flyers a little bit. And I can't imagine they have a ton of kicker spells, but maybe they do. Now we'll definitely have 4 mana for this next turn. And if we draw land, we'll have 5 mana for this if we still want it. Killing a 3/2 would be the worst, but that is not the case. I think playing a 4/3 is great. They have a counter spell. No, they don't. So counterspell is, I mean, sounds kind of obvious. Whenever you play a spell, if they have a counterspell, they can stop this from coming into play, which is kind of annoying. Nope, they just had a removal spell. Okay. Which is also annoying, but that's fine. Can't attack or block unless I have 8 or more cards. I currently have 7, so that's great. This can block soon. Ooh, Resolute Strike is good, because that means I can equip this at instant speed. I could just go straight and kill the Golem. I think... I think we want to go straight into kill that. I don't know. I think I want to hold off because I could play this to not just trade creatures here. I'd rather try not to trade at least if I don't have to. Which they're going to attack anyway. 2/2 has Death Touch if you control another rogue. I think I want to get rid of that before. I mean, I could get rid of the flyer, but I think that's going to be a bigger problem. Because they could have a flash rogue or something. Get in for 4. And now we have this to instantly equip to either one. So they did have a flash rogue, so it's good we did that because that would have had death touch, which means if it deals damage to a creature, it instantly kills it. So we would have traded, but it would have meant a 2/2 would have traded for a 4/3, which is not what I want. Whereas this guy will not trade. So yeah, he has a decent amount of mill cards. I still have 20 cards in library, so I'm not worried yet. But he also just has 5 power of flyers, which is a decent amount. Oh yeah, I gotta change my owl. I like the black owl the best. So, okay, so I can't do anything about that. And then they kicked that, return a creature to its owner's hand. So they're gonna return this to my hand. Well, that is rude. Now they have a bunch of flyers. Alright, so I'll play a land. I think. So wait, do they have. Oh, they have lethal in the air. Hmm. That's annoying. I guess I'll do it while they're tapped out in case they have something to stop my spell. Do draw a card from that. We will not attack. We're not dead yet, but we're not looking great at the moment. So we have to block here. Oh wow, and then another kicker spell. That gets back their removal spell. That's game over. I'm just gonna give it to this one. Give this one to them. That is unfortunate. They did have a surprising amount of kicker cards. I am a little surprised by that. I've seen that card that makes 2/2s a lot, and I have not seen it bet good, so props to them for making it good. I also did struggle with lands there for a little bit. Definitely did make a slight mistake to get rid of that land, but I thought it was a good idea.
Sorry.
What are you doing over there?
Jaden asked me to download chess so I could play with Amelia.
Gotcha.
Don't worry about it.
You said you're playing chess?
I was doing what Jaden said. Now you
Okay.
just spoiled it for me. Oh yeah. Okay. I don't know how to do this.
Well, we don't have any red mana, but we do have one drop into this, which is good, so sure. It's a little bit of a risk to keep a hand without red, but I'm gonna hope that we're okay. Gotta make. I wish it would save which owl you used last. That would be nice. And I guess we're playing somebody with at least 4 letters in their name. Hey, look at that. We got red. Play this. Which I guess we could have played this, but I just like getting a 3/3 down early and start swinging. Seems good. Now we get this. If we play this, we guarantee have this next turn. If we don't, then we don't guarantee have it. I guess we'll go to combat first. See what they have. They have nothing. So I guess we'll just play this. Because then we have either one of these 4-drops next turn, and that's much better. They have a 2/1 that gets bigger, which is really good, actually. It gets a +1/+1 counter, so it'll stay +1/+1. Some things only get, like this gives +1/+1 to the end of the turn, but that's a permanent +1/+1, so that's pretty good. But I guess, yeah, we'll just go to combat. They can trade with this guy if they want to, but I doubt they want to. They do? Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, that would be bizarre if they did that. And then we'll play a 4/3. Just a regular 4/3. And now we have Emeria's Call again. We're still 3 lands away from casting it, but it'll be very good. So now they have another one. So this one also gets counters whenever you play a land. They both have the same ability. Little different creatures. We'll play another land. Now we have the ability to give +1/+1 to our guys, though. Give it to you. What do you want to do? That was a mistake. That was right here. They could have just looked right there and saw the card. Sometimes you're holding a trick in your hand and they don't see it coming, but they saw all of that. Yeah, I think they just forgot that it has an ability to give my team +1/+1. Yeah, the way they blocked there, it basically killed both of their creatures and kept mine alive because of my +1/+1, so it was a pretty good block for me, but yeah, it kind of did lose them the game there. Interesting. They go first. We have no white mana and only 3-drop creatures. I don't think that's good enough. I think this is good enough. As much as I like this angel, we haven't seen it yet. I think we got to put that away. We have this card again. Oh, I didn't mean to put a stop there. Alright, I'm going to play. We don't really have a 1-drop we want to play right now, so I'm just going to play this. Because I want to guarantee hit 3 lands for this. Alright, turn 2. So we'll play this. See if they have any answers. Do you have a solution? There's a lot of things that can do it for them. I'm hoping they don't, but... yeah, the same card. Wow. It is a very good card. It's not bad. I guess see if you want to use a trick or not, or if you're just going for it. Nope, they're just going for it. You never know. Sometimes there is a trick. Yeah, if we would have kept the Aspirin alive this game, it would have been very good. So only deal 2. Oh, that is bad. Flying, Death Touch, and Haste. We don't have a way to deal with it yet. If we draw a non-warrior party member, this can deal with it. Like, this would have been a cleric if it was in play. That would have been nice. Yeah, this is very good. All of his other creatures have Death Touch too, which is crazy. And then if he hits a Planeswalker, it destroys it, but I don't have any Planeswalkers in my deck, so I'm not worried about that ability. They're just taking their sweet time. I gotta make the owl change again. Every time. Gotta make sure you have the right owl in battle with you. I don't know what he's debating here. He should just attack with all 3 creatures. Because if I block at all, then I just lose my... like, this doesn't help it at all. I just lose my... I guess he's worried about me attacking for 8 back, which I would do. But he's just going to pass through his turn at this rate. Not attack with a 2-3. Why would you not attack with a 2-3? Okay, there we go. Yeah, you just want to attack with everything. They all have Death Touch. Or was that my... Was it on me? Maybe it was on me. Maybe I was... Am I the asshole? I don't know. I don't like that he kept it back, though, because it means he can trade with one of my guys. Dealing 8. Go to 10. I guess we'll deal 10 damage. Sure, why not? It does mean if we draw... Forget the name of it, but there's a spell in our deck that can deal... Oh no, it only deals 5 damage, so I guess it wouldn't work. Yeah, we can't do anything about it. You got it. Yep, you got it. Wow, another one? That's really good. Scavenged Blade is fine. I mean, they don't have Trample or anything. We'll deal 2 to that, so my guy doesn't die. I'm gonna quit back over here. He deal 8 to me right now, if he wants, which they do want. I do have some things that could kill him back if he doesn't play anything else, which he has. Yeah. Well, that won't do anything for him, but that will. Why would you use that? Oh, you have 2 of those. I see. Alright, well, good game, I guess. Wow, I thought I had a pretty decent start to that, but I lost surprisingly quick there. That was unfortunate. Alright, so yeah, I lost pretty quick there. So you could get up to 7 wins and you get the most. So I spent 1,500 gems to get in here, so I'm getting 1,400 back and 3 packs. And I get to keep all the cards I drafted, so I got 3 packs worth of cards as well beforehand. So that was pretty good, honestly. I mean, that's like just barely losing 100 gems, but really you got a lot of value out of it. But we can open some packs. We have 4. We got one for leveling up too, I think. So yeah, so in the online version, they give you these because you can't trade in the online version. So they give you these of each rarity. So this is uncommon. So I can trade this in for any uncommon card. And I already have 57 uncommon, 55 or 57 common, 55 uncommon, 6 rare, and 8 mythic rare. And then every like 6 packs you open, you get another guaranteed uncommon, I think, down here. And then this will either be rare or mythic, which right now it's mythic. So if I open 5 more packs, I will get a free mythic wild card. And then our rare is Rolling Vortex, which is not great. Next pack. Yeah, and in other versions of Magic, like in Magic Online, if you win and get packs, you can actually use those towards your entry fees in future games, which is nice. But you can't do that here. Your packs, you always open them because you can't really use them for anything else. Pylath is pretty fun in other formats. I love Ruin Crab. This is Mill Crab, so whenever you play a land, when this is under your control, your opponent mills 3 cards, so it's very good at getting rid of your opponent's library. A Merfolk Rogue, so a mermaid ninja, basically. And Skyclave. Actually, that's a really good card. That's played a lot in in a lot of decks, so that's good. And I don't really... I guess I have some decks right now, but they're not great, so... So what do you think so far, Talia? Do you like Magic from what you've seen? Even though I don't know how much you really understood of it. I tried to explain a little bit, but I don't know if it's interesting or not. And I also guess, is it interesting enough to see another draft done? And actually, I guess you could see the actual draft portion of it this time. Since you're the only one I'm entertaining at the moment. Yeah. Hopefully you could still hear me and see through your Wi-Fi. Alright, well, I am going to assume that your Wi-Fi might be a little funky. What'd you say?
I would just do another draft.
Yep, I section off today to play Magic, so I guess... So we have the option of doing the same set again, or Guilds of Ravnica. I haven't played this one that much, like I said before, but I guess we'll give it a go. It's the same entry fee, same prizes, and it goes away in a little bit, so we'll play it some more. I have seen people have a lot of fun with this set, so... And you do get to choose your little avatar that comes with you. This is my favorite. It's a character's name is Jace. He's a planeswalker. And we have a whole Funko collection, and Jace is the only Magic related one that I own. I am exposing our Funko collection. I almost actually took pictures of it and put it up the other day just for fun, but we have over 200 now Funkos.
I think it's 205.
205, something like that. We might have a little bit more. We have 50% of the Overwatch collection. I mean, there's a lot. There's alternate skins for each of the Overwatch characters and stuff, so there's a lot that we're missing, but we have big shelves, and we have literally a shelf and a half is just Overwatch. And then I have one of our few completed sets is Ready Player One, which is my all-time favorite book and one of my favorite movies. I think they did a good job in the movie. And then
a few completed sets. You're giving yourself enough credit.
We have a couple completed sets. Our other favorite completed set is the Scrubs collection. We actually have 2 completed sets of that one.
Because someone tried to pre-order.
Yeah, which is cool. That is my all-time favorite show by far. Nothing else has ever come close to Scrubs. And we have a couple others. What other ones? We have the World of Warcraft. Yeah, we have the Warcraft movie set, the Portal set. I think we have the entire Ruby set, maybe.
Yes, we do have the entire Ruby set. Unless they released a new one anytime recently.
Yeah, unless they released
and
more.
And Disenchanted, I think we have the... No, we only have half.
No, we're missing Disenchanted set.
And then almost have Don't Starve done.
Some mentors are good. I don't remember. Like I said, I haven't played this set at all, so this is gonna be interesting drafting, knowing basically none of these cards. I know red white is a good color. It's guilds, so in Guilds of Ravnica, there's the guilds, which are 2 color combinations. So there's 5 guilds. Red white Boros is one of them, and then this is one of my favorite color combinations, but that's not a fantastic start. There's a land fixing for it, and this is decent. I think I just want to go red-white right off the bat, honestly. There's another guild gate. It's telling us to go red-white. Whenever it attacks, it deals 1 damage to our creature defending player controls. That's okay. That's not bad either. That's also not bad. No, that's meh. Deals an extra damage to creatures. I think we just take the flyer here. Like the +3/+2 vigilance is good, but I think I just want the flyer here. Mentor's good. So mentors, whenever they attack, they give +1/+1 counter to any creatures that have lower power than them when they attack. So it can be pretty good. And I think we just take that. We have a couple mentor creatures. We take a gate again. We could also just take +2/+2 can't block. Very aggressive. Whenever it casts a spell they can't block. That's not bad either. It's a 2/3. Yeah, I'm gonna take that actually. That seems pretty good. That's also pretty good. Fire Urchin seems very good too. More Boros Guild Gates. I'm not picking these up. This is good too. It just stops a creature from attacking or blocking. Still think I'd rather have that though. Has first strike on my turn. That's pretty good. 5 damage to our creature. I mean, that's fine. I think I'd rather have the 2/2. I'm going very aggressive, so I want low casting cost creatures. I could do the red side of this. Switch power and toughness. I don't think I want that. We might play Fire Urchin. I'll put it in the sideboard for now. I'm not sure if we're actually going to do it or not. Alright, put a +1 2. So you get 2 different creatures, get +1/+1 counters, which is not bad. A combat trick for +2/+2, which is also not bad. This kind of ramps you and later on can draw cards, which is also not bad. I like the +1/+1 counters. Permanent bonus to creatures is really good with Mentor, which we have 2 Mentor creatures at the moment. So I think it's good. I don't know this set that well to know if it's actually good or not. This card is good pickup too. Intervention's great. 3 damage to a creature and you gain 3 life. And then you can also cast the other half of it. It's an either or to get +2/+2 to a creature, so pretty good. And then this is what's called hybrid mana, so you can spend a red or a white for that part of it, which is kind of cool. Creature gets +2/+0. It's a 4-drop. We're gonna go with Healer's Hawk and just start off early with it. That's fine. I guess it's good with the Mentor actually, because it could get a counter. I don't think we really need fixing that badly. There's only pack 1 as well. And given the bird, Candlelight Vigil is very good. I think we'll pick up a Candlelight Vigil. We might only play 1. We'll see if we even get another one. But playing like Healer's Hawk and then putting Candlelight Vigil on it later seems pretty good. I guess we'll take Gateway Plaza. It's a fixing source. I like to put the lands in the sideboard so I can see how many cards I have in the main deck. So we have 10. And it says out of 40. You can play more than 40, but 40 is the minimum, and it's pretty, you know, good to stick to 40. It keeps your consistency good in your deck. I break that rule a lot and go over 40 cards, but that is not common. See, that's if that was so it gives it haste, but it's sorcery, so I can't play it at any time. So I'll just take the enchantment. That's also because if I go Healer's Hawk on 1 and then this on 2 on the Hawk, I'm attacking for 3 and gaining 3 life every turn. That's pretty good. It's also good putting it on a Mentor creature, because then it's bigger, and when you attack with Mentor, it'll trigger it again. So ish not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, so yeah, now we pick up another Guild Gate, so good that we didn't grab them earlier. Siege Worm. Wow, I'm surprised nobody else is playing that. We will definitely not be. Temple Garden. So these are referred to as shock lands because there's a card in Magic that it 1 mana to deal 2 damage to anything, and this you can deal 2 damage to yourself to have it come in untapped. So they have been referred to as shock lands. This also has Mentor, and it can get bigger. 3 counters. Actually, we have 4 multicolored spells already, and whenever you cast one, it gets bigger. That's not bad, actually. Healer's Hawk is fine, too, for the same reasons as before. Honestly, I kind of want to take the Monument. That seems good. We already have 4 multicolored spells, and we could pick up more. So whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, we have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's not great. We could play this as Defender, but it is a multicolored spell to make the Monument better. And it loses Defender whenever you cast an instant or sorcery. Honestly, I think like the Blade Instructor is good, but I think we want some removal. So we'll take the Luminous Bonds. Toughness 4 greater. That's not the worst either. I wish Locket, this counts as colorless. I wish it counted as multicolored, but it doesn't. It has to be in the casting cost to count towards its color. So we have this. We have another Healer's Hawk, which is still not bad. So toughness 4 greater. Our creatures could get that big. I think I'd rather just have another Luminous Bonds. Sorry, ooh, it looks like I'm the one holding up the draft here. Yeah, I don't really care to swap. It is another multicolored spell, but I don't think swapping is good unless you have something else to do with it. We could play this too. We can't play the green, or we probably wouldn't play the green part, obviously, but we could play it as just a 1 mana and then white spell. So that's not bad, and it would be a multicolored, and I think that's probably what we're gonna do, honestly. So this can hit creatures or hit colorless permanents. 2 damage to a creature is not bad. Gets flying if you pay 2 when it attacks. Also not bad. I think we probably just want this, though. 1 damage to each creature opponent. And they can't block. I don't think we really want that, honestly. We'll just grab another Guild Gate. I don't even know if we're going to play all these Boros Guild Gates. It's almost too many. Plus 1 plus 0 and trample. See, if that's 5 mana. If that was like 3, I would consider playing it, but at 5, it's just too much. So 4/3 Defender. I mean, we don't really have that many instant or sorcery spells to make that able to attack. I think 3 Luminous Bonds probably decent. So when it attacks, your creatures get +1/+1. That's pretty good. Has Vigilance and Mentor. That's also good. Oh no, we're just gonna take the Sky Knight Legionnaire. 2/2 with Flying Haste also helps the Monument. I guess we'll take a Healer's Hawk. I don't know if we're going to play both or even any of the Healer's Hawks, but we will see. Another choice of that. So 1/1 gets a 1/1 when it dies. I think we just want to lock it. Having 1 locket is not bad. I don't think I want 2. I don't think I want a 3rd Healer's Hawk either, honestly. I think we only have this 2 Mentor. I guess we have 2 enchantments that can help out. I guess we'll take this. I don't know if we'll play it though. Oh, maybe we would have played it because I don't think I want a 3rd Guildgate in my colors. I don't know if we'll play that. We're pretty high on playables at the moment, actually. We have another pack to go through. 4 damage. I mean, that's not bad. Is there anything that's better? I don't think we want a 4th one of those either. Can't attack or block alone, and he has Mentor. That's not bad either. To target player, so. And then Jumpstart is an ability that allows you to play this card from your graveyard. So you pay its cost again, and then you discard a card, and you can play it 1 more time from your graveyard, which is kind of cool. Again, do we want? Maybe we do want a 3rd. We have 2 Maniacal Rages and Candlelight Vigil. Maybe 3 Healer's Hawks is good. I do like more Mentor creatures, but I mean, I don't think I really want Risk Factor, honestly. So I guess we'll go with another Healer's Hawk. Ooh, another monument seems good here. This guy, I don't know if we'll play him, but he probably will come back anyway. We'll definitely play another monument. Ooh, that seems great. Yeah, that's perfect. That's a rare too. And Justice Strike might come back. And it's another multicolored spell for the monuments. This is another one. Double Strike if you control a gate. We do have 3 gates in our sideboard. That's not bad. Oh, Conclave Tribunal. That's just another removal spell, though. This might come back. We'll take the guaranteed removal spell, though. Alright. Are we all in on these rampaging monuments? We could just take another multicolored spell. Or we could take the Mentor creature, which is really good with our 3 Healer's Hawks. That's a good question. I think I want to go in the multicolored route. That seems pretty good. So we get a 4th Healer's Hawk. We're definitely not playing Torch Courier. So I guess we'll go with another Healer's Hawk. I definitely don't think we're playing 4 Healer's Hawks. We're probably not playing that either. Oh, Frustrate Recruit's pretty good. First Strike's good, and then with Mentor or these enchantments, it just gets even better. Now we have a choice. Because, I mean, the Mentor creatures are good, but I just think the multicolored creatures are fantastic. So I don't know what pack that other multicolored card is, but I want to say it was this one or the next one. We will take this. I don't know if we're playing. We might not play any of the Healer's Hawk and just go all in on multicolored and monuments. Yeah, so he was here. 5/2 with Mentor, though. But I mean, he can be killed by almost anything. I'd rather take the 3/1 Mentor. Even though he's multicolored, I don't think that really matters. I don't even know if we're going to play these Blade Instructors either. Or play this Whelp either. I'm just all in on the monuments, kind of. We do have a lot of good things for the Healer's Hawks. And the Fresh-Faced Recruits. Like, Rage on a Recruit is pretty good. Recruit gets +0/+1. I mean, that's fine. Honestly, I would take the Flyer over that. Or I guess we could take the Sure Strike. +3/+0 and First Strike. That could be good. I guess we already have a couple, so we'll take that out. Oh, I don't even know what just happened there. Alright, we're definitely gonna play that, but we'll take it. The other double colored card didn't come back, which is fine. Yeah, we have a lot of cards. Definitely gonna have to make some cuts here. Probably don't need that. I think our other 2 drops are better. And a Locket we're not going to play. Alright, so let's switch back to this mode. Let's add our lands in first. We add I guess the guy that cares about gates didn't come back. So maybe we don't want to play Gateway Plaza. Because you have to pay another mana for this to come in. I don't think we really want that. I honestly don't know if we want the Flyer even. So we have to make 9 cuts here. We could cut a land. We have a pretty low curve. So this deals 5 damage to attacking or blocking creature, which is great. And then if we get up to the 5 mana, all of our creatures get first strike, so meaning they'll hit their damage first before the blocking creatures deal their damage. And vigilance, so they don't tap to attack, so they can block if we need. And then you get an additional combat phase, so we can attack twice in 1 turn. So this card is insane in this deck. And then this card's really good. And then these getting an additional counter for anytime you play a multicolored spell. So these all count as multicolored. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 multicolored spells. That's pretty good. Maybe we don't want the Locket. I mean, it's nice to have late game because you can pay 4 mana to draw 2 cards to try to get back into it. I don't think... We definitely don't want 4 Healer's Hawks. And Gird for Battle is good with these. These have first strike on our turn. so they deal damage first. So they're good to like put like counters on, or these rages, because they can't block, but we would just be attacking for 4 with first strike, which is great. Honestly, these mentors are not that great either. If we get rid of the healer's hawks, we'd probably get rid of most of the mentor. We might keep this as just another 3-drop. Really need 3 cards to cut at this point then. Probably cut that. We could just go all in on it. And then cut a land. Seems pretty decent. We have all of our multicolored in. We're just very aggressive. Oh man, the Healer's Hawks is a fun way to go. They're just 1/1 flyer with lifelink. And just putting a bunch of enchantments on. But I think this is better. Like, these first strikers are great to put enchantments on. Obviously, a can't block enchantment is not that great on a vigilance creature. But this will give vigilance also to the fresh face recruits, or I mean anything, but these are some of our better early plays. And then getting this down as soon as we can, and then all of our subsequent multicolored spells will just grow this to be huge, hopefully. You know, let's try this. I mean, we don't have any flyers. We cut literally all of our flyers. So if that ends up being a problem, we will see. One benefit to drafting red-white is the games will go quicker for sure. Win or lose, they will go quicker. Because our goal is to just kind of play all of our cards as quickly as I can and kill our enemy really fast. That is the goal. We have 2 mana. We have 1 2-drop. We have a 3-drop in hand, so we just need to draw 1 land to be decent. Second one would get us this. Let's try it. This Convoke's a cool ability. It allows you to use your creatures to help pay for the cost of the spell. So we don't actually need 4 mana for this spell. We can use like 2 mana and 2 creatures, for example. So, not bad. Blue-red. They have, see, that's where this guy's great. I guess I will let them trade if they want to trade their first striker off. He's only first strike on their turn. It's fine. Might be a mistake, I don't know. I don't really know this format, so I don't know what... Oh, that's what else they could have. We will block that. And we will definitely Conclave Tribunal that. We have to tell it that we want to use our mana and not our creatures. That will exile it, so it's gone until they destroy Conclave Tribunal. Which they could do, but I hope they don't. This is a rare one, so you'll get a Goblin every turn, and it has to attack, and it has a Mentor, which is also good. You know what? Let's see if we can get this on here. Playing blue, so there's a chance they could have counter spells. No, they just have Risk Factor. I will take action and take 4. Because I don't want them to draw... They would draw 3 cards. I'd rather take 4 damage right now, especially while I have a 5/5. I don't want them to draw into a solution for this 5/5. I'm hoping they can't. Just gave my guy flying for some reason. Sure. Okay. We will attack. I will definitely... So they have to discard. They discard an island. I'll definitely take 4 again, honestly. I still don't want them to draw 3 cards. So that means that card did deal 8 damage to us, but it stopped them. They could have drawn 6 cards from it, which would be so bad for us. Oh man, we just have all of these, which are great, because we can put this right here. Now it can't attack or block. And we can come in again and deal 5 damage. And now if they have another creature, we can do it. And even if they have 2 creatures, we can put 1 on each. So yeah, we can put 1 there. So it's looking pretty good for us. So we'll put that there. And there's game 1. So like I said, they go much quicker when you draft red-white. But also, we only had 1 creature there, so if they would have killed our 1 creature somehow, then we would have had nothing we could do about it, really. And we probably would have lost that game pretty quick, too. So that's why it could go either way. They just didn't have a solution. They were trying to with the spell that made them draw 3 or us take 4. But it's definitely obviously worth us taking 8 damage there to stop them from drawing 6 cards. Because they probably somewhere in their deck had a solution to our creature. Even if they have a spell that returns our creature to our hand, the enchantment that was on it would actually go to the graveyard. It wouldn't come with the creature, so even that would be good, because then it would turn our 5/5 back into just a 2/3. So definitely got lucky there, because I'm sure they had quite a bit of stuff in their deck they could have done. Well, this seems pretty good. Got a good 2-drop into a good 3-drop. And potentially a 4-drop. Not bad. And we're drawing all of our removal, which is not bad, honestly. I am not upset by having lots of removal. Always forget to change the owl. Doesn't really affect anything, but, you know, it's all about aesthetics. So, it might be more than 2 color, or they just drew all their tapped lands. So I can play the haste creature or the mentor creature. I think I want to get the mentor creature down first, and then we'll just come in for 2 this turn, because this will mentor this creature next turn, or it can mentor this creature. And this has haste, so haste is the ability that means that you can attack the turn you play it. All other creatures have summoning sickness, so they can't attack the turn you play them. And definitely let me know if you have any questions. If you can still see this stream, hopefully you can. But yeah, definitely let me know if you have any questions about anything. I'm trying to explain the things I'm doing as I do them, but sometimes things aren't always clear. So now we want that there. So Death Touch means if it deals damage to one of our creatures, it'll kill it. But now they can't block, so we just come in and Mentor puts a counter here because this had greater power. That was pretty good. And he could pay 4 mana to give himself +1/+1. Because right now, if I just attacked with these 2, neither of their Mentor abilities would trigger. But if I gave him +1/+1 and then attacked, he would get a +1/+1 counter from Mentor, which is kind of cool. Wow, so could pay for this, and then this would get a counter. I think I just get the Legionnaire down. It'll get a counter, and then I can rage it next turn and make it a 5/5 next turn, which seems pretty good. Because now I can just go into combat, I'll attack. They will both trigger Mentor there. Pretty sure only one word will resolve. Yeah, because it checks, before it actually puts a counter, it checks again. It targets it once, and then it checks a second time before it actually resolves. So the first one triggered, made it a 3/3, and the second one was like, nope, we have the same power, so nope. What was that? +1/+1 and Death Touch until end of turn. Okay. Definitely glad I played the Legionnaire then. Got a lot of gates this game. A 1/4 reach, huh? That's not bad. Oh, I was just gonna play one of these, but the fact that I can play one here I see I could play one here, but then mentor one. I don't think it matters. I think just the fact that I could play one here. They're going to take 5 this turn no matter what. And then they're going to lose their creature from blocking whichever one they block. And then I still have 2 creatures that can kill them next turn. And 2 removal spells in hand. So this is not looking great for them again. Oh, they do have Death Touch. Okay, I still kill it though. If I didn't do that, I wouldn't have killed theirs, which would have been bad. But I still have a creature that can kill them. They have a lot of Death Touch. I didn't realize how much... These are uncommons, so it's crazy that they have 2 of them. These are only commons, though. Oh, but this can't attack alone. That's actually going to be a problem. I didn't even think about that. We might have an issue. I'll definitely put that there. We'll save... This is a better removal spell, so we'll save it for something else. Oh, well this can't attack, but I guess they didn't want to fight through it anyway, so... Well, that's good for me. Rank up again. And ranking up in this just gives you different rewards when you when the season ends. And the season is like every month is a season, I think. I think you can go take a look here. Yeah, so we're still in the bronze. So you like level up a couple times within the bronze, and then you level up to the silver and so on. I have gotten up to platinum before. It takes a lot of playing and stuff to get up to the mythic stuff, but you do get more rewards. And these little things are card styles, so they just change the look of the cards that you play. So you do get more, but it is a lot of work. I haven't ever played that much in order to get there. I am definitely not about the lifestyle to just sit here and play this game all day. I'd rather play multiple games or watch videos or anything else than play this all day. As fun as this version is, it is still not as good as the real thing. I would play the real thing all day and have before, but... And by real thing, I mean the paper version. But the online version is just not the same to me. Another green-black deck. Probably going to have some Death Touch again. Oh, green, black, and white. Their creature +2/+2. Didn't draw land, but let's just go all in on this guy. Have to pay 5 mana to give it +2/+2. Ooh. 5/5. I think we're just gonna Justice Strike that now. Try and kill it. Hopefully. +1/+1. What was that other one? Each creature you control. I see. Okay, so they want to trade with my 4/4. I think I'll just not attack, honestly. I know it can't block, but it gets rid of that, and that way that's kind of like a wasted spell. Otherwise, it would have been worth it to them. They would have got to kill my thing. But if I draw a land next turn, I can play a land, this, and Gird for Battle, which would be good. Got a 2/2. When it attacks, you tap untapped creatures to give him +1/+1. Oh, but I did exactly what I wanted, so I drew that. And then we'll Gird for Battle and give them both counters. Great. And we'll come in for 5. That seems probably like a good target for Luminous Bonds, but we'll see. We did draw the Monument that we built this deck around, and we've played 2 multicolored already, but we don't have the 4th land yet. This acts as a mana as well, but we have a 1/3. When it attacks, it gives another one of your creatures flying. That's pretty good. Yeah, you can buff both of his other guy, or this guy based on those guys. Not block. But now his whole team is tapped. I'm not sure that was the best choice. So we'll play that. Could play the Locket, but I think just locking that creature down seems pretty good, and then getting in for 8. Yeah, so you notice that one hit first because it has first strike on my turn. And this does give flying to your other creatures, but it's just not great when you're on the defensive like he is. Or they are, I guess I don't know. They are. Ooh, so they got a 5/5. Oh, and we just drew the perfect card. We can exile, auto pay, and exile that. And now we can, yeah, now they're just dead. Yeah, they can only block one of our creatures, and both of them kill them. So, yeah, we're chugging right along with the red-white. It definitely goes a lot faster. Playing like aggressive styles like this is fun, and I do enjoy it in a limited variety, but my favorite version of decks to play is always control. Usually blue. There are other colors can be controlling, but blue has a lot of counter stuff, tap your creatures, stop you from doing things. And I also just like weird decks that are built around a weird synergy or something like that. In limited, it's different. You kind of have, when you're drafting, you kind of just have to go with what cards are given to you. You can try to force a control deck every time, but it will definitely not work every time. Wow, just all of our enchantments. Yeah, we definitely don't want that. That's not bad. We'll keep this, and we will just put that to the bottom. We'll play that. Not bad. Oh yeah, in case I didn't point it out, the Guild Gates are lands that tap for 2 different color, one or the other of a given color. Just play one of our recruits. They're definitely nice to have in limited though, because you don't always draw both, but it's nice to have a land that counts as both of your colors. Or if you have a third color, it's nice to have them to help you hit all 3 of your colors. Like last game, we saw that they had like a green-black land, and then they played a white land as well. Put a plus on, just get a counter. Okay, no, that's fine. I think it's beneficial to just play on curve this turn. They can't really effectively block because we have first strike still. We'll see if they notice that. Some people don't notice that it has first strike, but nope, it looks like they did. Well, if your internet is glitchy right now, I do appreciate still that you are staying on and trying to watch it at least. Luckily, this game is not fast-paced or anything, so even if it is like at least lagging or something, you should be able to still kind of see what's going on. Gotta get the owl. Every time, gotta get the owl. There are other pets, like he has a fox. I don't own all of them. I have spent money on this game one time, and it was to buy a pass that got me a bunch of other packs and cards and things, but it also got me this owl. So I think it was worth it just for the owl. So they're attacking into a 2/3. That means they have something. I will just take 2. I don't know if I really care to trade off for a combat trick at the moment. I'd rather keep my Minotaur around for a little bit. Yes, they are also 3 colors. So they have marine black and white. Which is not uncommon. It's pretty common to like splash up. White is most likely their like splash color, or like black, because they might be playing this as their third color, which it seems like black is because they have an actual white spell, and this is not good enough to just play for it. But 2 1/1s doesn't really do a lot against my board right now. So I could just tack as is, or I could just play +2/+2. Or I could play this guy, I guess. This would block the 1/1s when they come back to attack me. I think we're gonna get aggressive, make this a 4/3 with first strike, and come in swinging. Don't know if it was a good idea or not. We'll see what they have, but if we draw a land, we can put this on a creature as well. Looks like they have something. Yep, they do. That's the same thing we've been using, so it can't attack or block. Little damage to us. Mentor guy is fine. It sucks that he can't block alone. I wish he could block but not attack alone. It is unfortunate we haven't hit another land yet. I think he's still probably the better play, even though he can't block. I guess I could have left this guy back to block as well, but I feel like getting in damage is good. And they can attack freely because neither of my creatures can block currently. Yeah, maybe it would have been better to hold this back, but I don't know. When you're playing red-white, you just want to attack all the time. It is a very fun thing to do, so. If you can interact with the gargoyles. Oh yeah, you can. Look at that. I also do like that you can interact with their little pets. Yeah, in the Hearthstone like boards, there's a lot more interactive things, which is fun, but Convoke and Vigilance. That is definitely not bad, just a 4/4. So if I played this, so he can't attack alone, which is unfortunate. If I played this here, I don't think that's a good. He would be a 6/5, and he could double block these two and kill it, which is not the worst, but I would have to attack with this, and this would die. I guess he would have the choice to kill it with this or jump or something. That's not bad, actually. Because if he chooses to kill this, then this guy ends up being a 3/4, which is not bad. So he has to choose if he wants to kill this and let this guy live, or kill this guy and let this guy live, which is kind of nice. So he's choosing to kill this and let this guy live, which is not the worst decision because he can't block right now. But I have 2 more creatures loaded up to allow him to be able to block, so. And he can't attack, or he can't block right now, so he's coming with everything. And unless I draw a haste creature, this guy can't attack this turn, so it's a pretty safe bet to just attack. Flyer's not bad. I think I'll play... Actually, I'll place this one and this one. Both 2/2s. This guy still can't attack this turn. He has to attack with a buddy, and neither of these guys have haste, so he can't join them. But I do have 3 blockers now. But I will have to basically throw away a creature if I want to attack with him, because he'll still have this 4/4, and my guys can't kill the 4/4. I guess if I attack with these two, then I could sacrifice this to kill the 4/4. Oh. Or he could just kill me. Alright, good game. Might of the Masses is a good card. Nothing I could really do about that. So, that's alright. Still have 2 more. Hopefully we make it further than we did last time, which I think was 4 wins. Yeah, we got to 4 wins, so hopefully we get to at least 5 wins with this one. It's nice if we got all the way to 7. That would be pretty cool. The nice thing is, once you have like a few gems at least to play like a tournament or 2, if you could get up to a point where you're like consistently getting 3 or 4 wins, you can kind of keep playing them back to back. You know, I'm gonna keep this. We don't have a play on turn 1 or 2, but we can do some stuff on turn 3 and turn 4. So I think this will be okay. And we could draw a 2-drop. So, and us going first is good because that means we get to act on the turn first. I mean that's fine. We don't have a 2-drop anyway. They don't have a 2-drop. That's good for us. I think, because this guy can't attack or block alone, so I might as well just play this turn. Because he couldn't really attack next turn anyway, unless I drew a haste creature. But now I can get the monument down. These have a 2/3. That's fine. We'll get the monument down. Now hopefully we start drawing some multicolored cards. We want to see. Give this guy +2/+0 into the end of turn. That's fine. We will take 4. That's fine. So they are also red-white, so they're also playing the go fast game. This is just a 3/3. We don't have any of our multicolor. We have like 10. Honestly, so we'll put that there. I guess we'll play this. We won't play the rage just yet. So if we attack with this, we can't block. I think that's fine. Kind of want to just be attacking. And we can put the rage on this guy next turn anyway. And then he'll give a mentor counter over here, which is nice. So on his turn, his creatures are bigger and have trample. And we can't block right now, so you get his for 3. We hit back for 6 though, so I think the numbers work out better for us. We'll put this here, especially with this. And then we can crack this at the end of their turn too. That'll be nice. We'll attack, give Mentor there. Deal 9 damage. That seems pretty good. I don't need to use this yet, so we'll put a stop at the end of their turn. So we can sacrifice this at the end of their turn to just draw 2 cards. Which will be pretty good. Gonna hit us again? They are. What do you have? Just an 0/8? It's not gonna be enough to stop us, unfortunately. Ooh, and we get this too. So let's play this. Get a counter here, which will be good. And we can Conclave Tribunal. Autopay again. Put that here. And then they're just dead. And we get a mentor over here too, so we just hit them for a ton of damage. Nice. 13 damage. That's pretty good. Yeah. Oh, sweet. Now we are silver. So we're silver tier 4, so it counts down. So you go. I think we were like started at bronze tier 4 today. Actually, we've won quite a few games, so we've gotten a decent amount of levels on that, which is not bad. And I think the first several tiers, at least, you can lose like there's like 4 or 5 or sometimes even 6 sections before you get to the next one. And you can lose like the sections, but I don't think you go down a tier if you lose until you get to some of the higher tiered options. I haven't been to that many higher tier ones, so I don't really know. But as far as I know, that's how it works. Kind of a system to stop you from losing too many levels at once. 2 2-drops, 2 lands. That sounds good to me. 1 land is pretty good. 2 lands is great. Not sure which one we want to play first. They have a 1-drop. I don't know what is 1 mana in this set. 0/3 Defender is 1 mana. And they get a Surveil 1. I mean, that is going to slow us down a little bit, unfortunately. Alright. So 1 land is great. We'll play that. I'll probably play the Minotaur next. Another Surveil. That's only when it attacks, which is not bad. Can't kill our creature. I think we want to hold off on the combat trick for now. So we just won't even attack, because this will stop one of their creatures from being able to block, which will be nice. Surveil's turn has Death Touch, and whenever this creature deals combat to it, player to draw a card. It's not bad. They're holding back to block. Interesting. So we could do this before combat to give this guy +2, and then he would get Mentor and make this guy bigger. This guy would be a... It's only when he attacks. This is going to be a 3/4, so he can't kill this, and this guy would be a 5-something, so he can't kill this either, and he won't get Death Touch this turn. And I could kill any of his creatures that he wants to block with. I mean, that all sounds pretty good to me. I also could not use this and just use this. It'd be a 3/4 and a 3/4. You can't kill either of them, and then I don't waste a spell to do it. Yeah, I think we just go with that. We do that, attack, trigger there. He can't kill either of them. We're just going to take 6. And now next turn when we attack, we have a lot more options. Well, we have basically the same options, but 1/1 Death Touch, 2/3. So now I think it makes sense. I don't want the Death Toucher to block ever, so we'll put that there. And then we can use this. So +2/+2. So unless they triple block the Challenger, they won't be able to kill it through this. And even then, I'd be able to kill, I guess, just one of the Darkblade agents. I guess actually they can't kill it. Oh, I already missed the trigger, so I guess I should have done it before combat and then made one of these Darkblade agents not be able to block, and then I could have gotten another Mentor trigger. That's okay. So that was the one I said that even if they triple blocked, they could kill. They did decide to do that. Which is kind of interesting. So I guess we will do that, and I guess we still will give it +2. I'm kind of surprised. You can't block this turn. Yeah, I should have done it beforehand. I didn't think they would triple block that, but I guess that's okay. And they had removal. Yeah, I did not play this game that good. I should have done it before combat, and then one of them wouldn't be able to block, and then they couldn't kill any of my creatures. And I would still have the challenger at least this turn. They would have still killed the other one probably. We want to play this. We have a multicolored spell to get a counter this next turn, and then we can play this as well if we don't have anything else. Oh, that's pretty good. So we'll discard the locket. I want to keep the multicolored spell. They'll get a surveil again and draw a card. This will get Death Touch. And they'll get to use this again. I think I'm gonna not block. I'll give them a card, which is not great, but oh, they had a lot of surveil synergy. It's kind of interesting. Oh, and they can play it again? I didn't realize they didn't play a land this turn. That's bad for us. I guess I'll play the other monument. Now if we play a multicolored spell, we'll get a counter on each of them, which is nice. And they have no more cards to make us discard at the moment. We can play, I think, everything in our deck. I guess it kind of, wow, they just got every surveil card. These are commons. Wow, that's an uncommon. That's an uncommon. They just have everything. It's so good. I mean, I'm gonna not block. I think I want that rare spell that can give me 2 combat steps. That would be pretty good to draw. Wow, you have a 3rd Darkblade Agent? Wow. Nice. I guess we'll play this anyway. It has trample, so that's fine. You have a counterspell for that? No. Okay. They have 5, 6, 7. They would need 3 surveils, which is possible, but or you just have a bounce spell? Wow. Yeah, I think I definitely lose this one. They just have, and it's a surveil bounce spell too, so then that guy has Death Touch now. Jeez, they just had everything they needed. Oh yeah, and then they had that in their hand still, so they can make me discard that. Yeah. Wow, they just had the most insane. This is the most synergistic draft deck I've ever seen. I mean, good on them for drafting this, but wow, I have never seen a deck like this. This is so good. This is borderline like a constructed standard deck. Well, I'll kill that guy at least. Good game. Wow, that was crazy. It's only our 2nd loss, though. We're still going. We're tied with where we were last time, so I just want to get one more. Just one more win, and we'll beat out our record from the last draft. The other deck is pretty good, but that deck, wow. Well, I got that spell. That's a fun spell for later. I mean, it's a removal spell if you need it early, but it's really good late game. But yeah, we will keep this. We have a creature at least. We have something to do on turn 3 if we don't draw another creature, which we have not yet. We do just have white mana, but this will give us red, so we'll be fine. They have a 2/2. They give them trample to their creatures or make a 2/2 with vigilance. Yeah, it's not bad. I think we'll just play this. They're not going to block because we have first strike. I mean, they can block, but they would be stupid to do so because we would kill their creature for free. 3 color. Wow. And they just naturally played this on 2 and that on 3. That's pretty incredible. Candlelight Vigil. Hit you for 5. Now I could play this again next, or I could play this next turn and hit them for 10 potentially. Or not. Or they just kill my creature. Alright. We'll play this. I'd rather stop them from, like, doing things, I think. Auto pay there and I'm gonna put it there. Not as concerned with the flyer. I mean, maybe I should be. This will deal 5 damage to it if I need to. Wow, they got really lucky to have the right mana for those creatures. Alright, so let's go to combat. Hit you for 2. I am Minotaur. My turn. Actually, what's really good about this and this is I can get 2 combat and one of their creatures won't be able to block for either of them. We have it fight. Well, that's just rude. So fight in his ability that 2 different creatures deal damage to each other equal to their powers. So he'll deal 4 damage to me, I'll deal 2 damage back. And like that. I could sacrifice this to kill it. I mean, I can't do anything about it. That resolves. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm just gonna use this. I don't wanna waste that. Wow. All right. Well, we will spend 4 and draw 2 cards. Monument's fine for later. I guess we'll pass. We'll probably end up doing this on the Affectionate Indrik. So he was just really nice. Is that what he's doing? He was just so nice. He killed me, literally killed me with kindness. Is what that creature did. And then I had a quick response is what I had. I wasn't gonna have any of that. Then they have that really good creature. Alright, we get this into this, which is not terrible. And that is that. Alright, let's pass. Well, it could be nice if they attack with this, we can block with this, and then before damage sacrifice to kill the Legionnaire and just stop all damage. So I don't want to block that if I don't have to. So we'll block there before damage, 2 damage here. So that one creature just stopped all the damage from this turn, which is nice. And I'll stop playing really big good things. That would be great. That would be fantastic. Not big, so I'm good with it. It's also not big. I'm also good with it. That is big. I'm gonna deal 6 to them this turn. I mean, I can't attack for 6 because they'll attack and kill me back. So so if I'm gonna block one of them, I'm gonna do this one actually because I'm not attacking this turn. It's kind of awkward to do the one that was tapped, but it makes more sense because I don't want this one to die because they'll get another creature if it dies. I guess I'm blocking here and not there because he can give it +2/+2, which he probably will. Yep. So we'll be at 2. And what do we draw? I mean, that keeps us alive technically, so I will take it. Now, what do you have? Just lands, please. All lands. That's not a land. That's a really big, good creature. Alright. I will let them destroy me. So we got the same record as the first one. Which I'm surprised this one didn't do better. I thought it was pretty good. But these last two opponents have had just insanely powerful decks. Been pretty unfortunate for us. Yeah, so we didn't go down a tier, which is lucky. We had none of these filled in, but we still didn't go down a tier, which is great. Oh. Well, goodbye, Talia. Looks like you dropped off at some point. Thank you for being here while you could. Alright, I guess we'll end it with opening some packs. What did we get? Some okay stuff. We will get a mythic wild card, which is good. Lava Coils played a lot. That's good. Ooh, that's pretty good too. These would be good if I play. I'm assuming most of these cards are legal in like historic, I would imagine. I hope so. Amara's not bad. Not terrible just to build up a collection, though. At the very least, you get a bunch of wild cards and stuff, so whenever I want to build a deck, I can hopefully assemble one. Bloodchief's Thirst really good. Ooh, Nahiri. 2 mythics and 4 packs. That's not bad. And a mythic wild card. It's very good with equipment and warriors. I don't think she's really played, though. I don't think she's actually that powerful. She's decent in limited if you can have enough equipment and warriors to go along with her, but she's alright. So, well, that was not bad. Cool. I think we will go ahead and wrap it up there. Thank you to everyone who came out and watched me today. I had a lot of fun. I kind of set up my schedule to stream Orcs Must Die or some other strategy game on Mondays and Magic on Wednesdays. We'll at least keep that up for a little bit. I don't know if we'll keep Magic up forever. It is fun, but I do get burnt out on the online system pretty quickly, so we might switch that one up to something else eventually. And then our current plan, which we might have to change this weekend already, we have family coming into town, but is Sundays to be kind of like a group stream or multiplayer games where RNL will come on with me and we'll play some sort of multiplayer game. That is the rough plan, at least. So if you could join us for any of those, that would be great. The ones during the week are planned for 7 p.m. Mountain Time every day, Monday, Wednesday, and then the one on Sunday is slotted for 6 p.m., but it might be earlier or later depending on what days look like. And like I said, this weekend we have family coming in Sunday, so we probably won't be able to do it there. You'll see it if you're following me on Twitter. You'll see an announcement from that. So you'll see if we're actually streaming or not. And yeah, so we might do a different day this weekend if we feel up to it or have time, but probably want to do some cleaning. We've just barely been starting to feel better. We were sick with COVID and stuff, so we've been swamped with trying to catch up cleaning the house and everything because it just kind of fell apart when we had COVID. We're still recovering and have symptoms from it, even though it's been like a month and a half to 2 months since we had it. It is no joke. Definitely wear your mask. This is another reminder to wear your mask. It is not a joke disease. It is definitely real, and it is not good. So thanks everyone for coming out. Follow me on Twitter. I would appreciate it, and I would also appreciate a follow here. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming out.